Boundless Hands Africa initiative is known as a non-governmental organization that centers on women advocating for the eradication of gender-based violence, rape, sexual harassment, and defilement, among others. This prompted the Chief Executive Officer of Boundless Hands Africa initiative, Mrs. Titilayo Ogunbambi, who wrote a book tagged Emerge as gender-based violence is among the silent epidemic ravaging our society.
I would like to thank every one of you for coming to celebrate me on this special occasion of my book launch. Today will remain a day I am proud of because it marks a fulfillment of one of my most important dreams. But today I am happy that the anger led me to learn how to use my voice to save my community from gender-based encounters. With my voice, I have founded Boundless Hands Africa Initiative to champion the prevention of gender-based violence in our communities and advocate for policies that will protect us from the injustice of gender-based violence. Since 2016, Boundless Hands Africa has advanced the health and well-being of gender-based violence survivors by facilitating access to sexual, reproductive health rights and information.
Her book Emerge, Rising from the Shadows of Sexual and Gender-Based Violence, which builds on all she has accomplished, experienced and witnessed in years of advocacy, is indeed a very timely literature. Since the lockdown accompanied the COVID-19 outbreak, there has been an alarming increase in sexual and gender-based violence. An increase so alarming that the United Nations declared it a shadow pandemic.
While reviewing the book tagged Emerge, comprising 10 chapters and a two-dimensional language setting, showcasing that female child deserves equal rights given to male children and people speaking for themselves irrespective of the circumstances surrounding them.
Now, the book Emerge is an educational weapon written to teach women and girls what it means to break gender bias and create a beautiful future that we all dream of. Now, each chapter in the book Emerge contains a form of gender-based violence with real-life testimonials from survivors that Titi has come in contact with, supported and held their hands towards living beyond their encounters. Now, since 2019, the American Corner in Ikeja has worked with Boundless Hands Africa on various projects, from addressing gender-based violence to our Women in Leadership conferences, where we have educated and inspired thousands of women and girls across the country to speak up, claim their rights to equal representation in political processes and leadership roles.
The book launch also draws the attention of the wife of the Deputy Governor of the Plateau State, Mrs. Abigail Tayodin, and some other dignitaries as they share their views and opinion with the pressmen.
I'm so passionate about everything that concerns women. We are all conversant about the recent happening of rape, violence against women, genital mutilation, and I think by coming here, I'll get some of this book and take it to Plateau State, and I pray that at least if we are able to eradicate, if we are able to put a stop to it, it will go a long way in our society.
I grew up among girls. I was the only boy within a family of, as a family of 4 children, I was the only boy. But there was never one day where I was made to feel special. So it's the same message as that we are preaching here. Ensure that the girl child is given every single tool, access to education, access to knowledge, access to be able to do things as at the right time.
In conclusion, the convener, however, urged the government at all levels to review and formulate policies to eliminate gender-based violence.
Okay, I think we need to start getting to the point where the consequence management for certain offenses, actions against the female foe should begin to start getting enforced. And the truth is, it begins with us. It begins in the home. It begins with you and I. You know, we are the reason to ensure that the violence, the inhumanity against the female folks stops.
Over the years, I've worked with survivors of gender-based violence closely, And with each story, I realized that these stories are not being told to the community. People do not hear about these encounters. That is what prompted me to put this compendium book together with different forms of violence. It's a 10-chapter book. Each chapter addresses a form of violence. And at the end of each chapter, I have strategies and recommendations that can be used to address gender-based violence in our communities.
In Lagos, Amarachi Kalu reporting for Newsbuster NG TV.